Heavy?
Solid. But like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is this?
All right, so George slid into the DMs not long ago with a bold claim. He said he was an entrepreneur and a creator who is developing the world's first golf exercise machine and workout system specifically designed for improving consistency in the golf swing. Now, George refers to this as the Peloton for golf. Now I'm curious. Let's go meet George and see what this thing is all about.
What is this? I couldn't tell just on my own, that's for sure.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why'd you do it? Was it something that you were sleeping and it came to you? So
right, I was like, how does
I'm gonna come back to that.
This come to fruition?
Exactly.
This thing just morphed itself into the world.
We're gonna try to train timing and rhythm in a golf swing. Correct?
We
to
all
be more
want that.
consistent.
We all want
Also,
that.
training yourself to swing without thinking too much about it. You want to know how I came up with it now?
Yeah, I mean, let's hear it.
I was at a little backyard birthday party for one of my friend's kids, and there was like a bunch of 3-year-olds.
That's where all the best
Running
ideas
around.
start. That's where all the best ideas start,
And
right?
they had on the grass, they had a little, those wiffle ball type golf balls, just hard plastic, and it was a big like plastic driver, like blown plastic. The whole thing was plastic, you know? And we were putting the ball down, and we were saying to the kid, okay, here's how you do it. We were trying to get him to hit the ball, and as soon as we let him go, he'd go pick up the ball and, you know, try to throw it up in the air. And then we were just like, okay, come on. Just trying to get him, and he just wouldn't swing the club. So I was like, you know what, I got an idea. I'm just gonna bowl it at him. I'm just gonna roll it on the grass. And the very first time I did that, he tried to swing at it. He didn't hit it, but he tried. At least he went and did what we were trying to tell him. And after a few more times, he actually hit it a couple times pretty good. So I said, how did a 3-year-old just know how to do that? So that kind of got my mind going, is like, okay, maybe we could tap into that sort of thing. He wasn't thinking, okay, I'm gonna put my elbow here and my left arm straight.
He was just reacting.
He just swung the golf club. I'm not saying that this did anything, but that kid is now, I don't know, 15, 14 years old. And he's like a golf phenom.
Okay, now you totally got my interest.
Right?
Okay.
What you're gonna do
All right, so
is
I downloaded the app, Reflex Arc in the iOS store.
So this is the main
Wow.
interface for
Look at
how
that
how you interact with the machine itself.
That's
So,
incredible looking.
Let me show you what you
That's
do.
a lot of stuff in there, man.
So
So swing control, swing conditioning.
let me show you what you have to do. This is important because a lot of people think you're just swinging at the ball and trying to hit it like it was a baseball pitching machine, but it's timed to deliver the ball in a very specific way to this spot. So what we do is we put a little stencil here.
Yep.
And this won't.
I figured. I was going to ask you, like, how do you know what that spot's going to be?
This won't, you know, this will wipe right off your mat.
Yep.
Everybody has this, you know, all the instructors have a can of this spray. And because the way it works is because it's so precise in how it delivers, it has to calibrate itself to the mat surface that it's using to roll the ball on.
Gotcha.
Because there are different frictions.
That's all, yeah.
So click on the master calibration toggle button there.
This one here?
Yeah,
Click
click
that.
screen, and then press calibrate. Don't hit OK yet though.
Okay.
And then this little sensor rod is sort of figuring out things. So now you can hit OK. And it's just going to go through a little process to determine the ball. Even the balls roll differently because of the covers.
Yeah.
And they're different. If you weigh golf balls, they're all slightly different weights.
Yeah.
The first step is getting someone acclimated, and then you work your way up. And then once you get dialed in, and then it becomes an exercise that you can do regularly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on like a pretty little easy setting, something that anyone can do. What club do you have there?
I didn't know which one to take out.
Just get like pitching wedge. Go to here. That's it. Don't go any further back. And then there.
Am I actually hitting the sensor? So
Yep.
do that. Okay.
So go ahead and try one.
Backswing.
You're gonna take a backswing on this, pushing this back as you go, and you're gonna figure out exactly what to do.
The ball will come
But
out.
just remember, you're going here and you're stopping there.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
I know it's hard not to.
Dude, that's really cool.
First try.
First try. All right.
So it's literally an abrupt stop.
Yes.
You know,
Gotta stop it.
abrupt stop.
The back was okay.
Yeah.
I think I just did a full follow
And
through.
again, I'm just sort of putting you in at any old speed and timing right now.
Gotcha.
Doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get you to feel like, oh, that's no problem. I can do it. Where I have it, it's just going to stay at that same pace every time. What happened when you just didn't know what you had to do? You hit it perfect.
better, yeah.
All right. So don't worry about the stopping thing. Let's just, no thinking. really just swinging through that spot, and you hear those beeps.
Yep.
I'll tell you what those are in a second.
Okay.
So beep is transition. Second beep is the exact moment the ball is going to intersect that spot. So you'll see this ball is going to hit that ball at exactly the second beep. See? Right now, oh yeah, this is just beginner, just anyone can do this. This is not how you're really going to do
The
it.
beep method in my head.
So just try to skim in front of that ball spot by the second beep. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So you hear it. What happened was I didn't hear the second beep. You want to know why? Because you hit the ball at the exact same moment. Right.
All right, so you think like the half shots, I'm good to kind of speed it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now that you know, I just wanted you to get a feel for pushing the paddle back, know that the ball's coming out, right? Now we're going to get into some real fun stuff, some actual speeds of real swings. So what we're going to do is now we're going to dial you in and get you set up with a timing that we can start you with at a baseline. And the way we're going to do that is I'm just going to actually have you hit some balls off the ground. No ball is going to shoot out of the machine, but you're still going to hit the paddle and you're still going to hear the sounds. Okay, so that's obviously, what I'm doing is listening to the sounds in relation to your swing to see, and obviously that was a little slow. I just want you to know what I'm thinking. That was good. The first couple shots, you're going to be trying to hear the beep and do something, but after a couple times, you're just going to feel when that's going to happen, and you'll just know.
Right.
It's almost like you're going to do your downswing at the same time because you just can feel when that's going to be. Second beep is you skim this area right here. So I want to see this club skim that in front of that spot the exact moment the second beep occurs.
You hear instant feedback. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I was closer to the second beep.
And
Timing
again,
was getting better.
Don't think too much, just feel and let your body do everything.
Just like a 3-year-old at a birthday party, Mike.
That's it.
So
You fooled me and it worked.
Fooled him.
what I did was I turned the ball on when he thought he was swinging at nothing.
In a way, it's kind of like a lot of us who we feel like our practice swing is so good.
Exactly.
It looks so good because there's no ball, there's nothing that we're reacting to. We're just making a swing. As soon as the ball's there, that goes out the window. And that's
exactly
kind of
right.
what you're doing here.
And that's why I can get beginners so good at this very quickly, is because I think what I've realized as playing golf later in life is that the ball sitting there actually like warps your perception of
Right.
what you think you need to do. You know, everybody says swing through the ball, swing through the ball. What does that even mean? You see a ball sitting there and you want to hit it, and you want to make it go, and you're doing things that you think you need to do, when in reality you're doing it the wrong way. So by just getting you to just swing and then put a ball there, I'm getting you acclimated to the feeling of just swinging and then hitting a ball at the same time.
And all this you're controlling with the
Yeah, so
Everything is right
I'm
here.
controlling this. So what's going to happen is I want you to start your backswing. The ball's not going to shoot out for 1.5 seconds. I want you to just go to the top of your swing, exactly where the top of your swing is, and stay there until you hear the beep. As soon as you hear the beep, go.
Ah, yeah, wow.
So I want you to feel that exact position at the top where you want to be. Remember, you weren't finishing your backswing before?
Right.
I want you to know exactly, and then I'm gradually going to reduce that time that you have from 1.5 seconds to less, to the point where it's all you have is that moment.
Ooh! Ooh, you were close.
Got there before it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting too because a lot of people say the reason, kind of conversely in your mind, the reason why golf is hard is because the ball is stationary. So we end up having to think. So if you think about like baseball, ball's coming at you at 90 miles an hour, right? You can't think. You don't have time to think. You just react. So in a way that's similar.
Right, but what you're doing, it's like that, but you're also just learning how to swing a club with that dynamic motion. Whether the ball's moving is irrelevant. When you hit the ball, the ball is, as far as the ball's concerned, it was sitting there the whole time.
Right.
Right? Get better at it.
Try this.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm itching now. I'm looking at it. I'm itching.
Right?
All right, I can't wait to try George's device for myself, but first I want to take a quick moment to thank this video's sponsor, Skillshare. Of course, one of our big goals for this year is to find new creative ways to make the videos you see here on the channel even better, and that is where Skillshare comes in. That's right, Skillshare is helping us make 2022 a year of new learning, growth, and connection through creativity. So for example, let's say we want to find ways to improve the way we edit videos here on the channel. A quick video editing search on Skillshare and boom, endless classes are available for us to choose from. One example we love is YouTube video editing, developing your signature style with Becky Peckham, which is packed with actionable editing tips from an experienced YouTuber. And Skillshare classes like these are ad-free, so you can stay in the zone while you're exploring new skills. Best of all, the first 1,000 people who click the link that we post in the video description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your own creativity today. So join us in making 2022 the year you level up by learning something new with Skillshare's thousands of incredible online classes. All right, I gotta test this thing out, so let's get back into the video.
This is what I'm gonna have you do, like Mike did before. Just, you're gonna do your regular swing. Yeah.
Doot doot.
That's it. That's your timing. Doot doot.
Doot doot. Doot.
So,
Almost. We almost had it. We hit off the toe a little, that's all.
alright.
Yeah, I could see how you can
Well, now
really start to get the reps.
you're just gonna have to figure out what you need to do. That was
Yeah,
quick.
strike that
Now hit
one.
that ball. Don't think.
Now just hit it.
Just go.
Same timing, right? All right, George. So I saw you sent the video to me showing me Bryson's swing, and if I'm correct, he brings the club back to the top of the swing at .63
Right.
of a second, and he's making contact 20 seconds later, or no, .20 later, .84.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So it's
So these numbers-
.63 on a backswing, .2 downswing, and he impacts the ball at .83 after.
You think you could do it? Okay, that's the normal setting,
Okay.
and now the Bryson setting,
And that was what, .63.
and .83, so 20 more. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, let's see. Yeah, it comes
Not
out
bad.
so fast.
Not bad.
But I
but
think
faster.
what's so crazy, and you showed us some of the other videos, it's obviously every player is different.
Right.
So you showed us some of Gary Woodland too, which is obviously dramatically different in that timing. But what I found so impressive was all those tour players, no matter that they differed from player to player, swing by swing for the individual player was always the same timing,
Right.
no matter what club they were hitting. So it's not about copying someone like that. That was fun to do, Bryson. But it's more so, if I'm understanding this right, it's understanding what your rhythm is,
Right.
and then using this as an exercise to continue to have that same rhythm like a
Exactly
tour
right.
player would do. All right, so again, this is just for the sake of showing the difference. We're gonna do Gary Woodland. Now, I'm not going to try to match Gary's swing. I'm gonna swing my swing so that we can see the difference in the timing of where that ball delivers.
Okay.
So here's what the settings are. .96 backswing, .24. And remember, Bryson's was .86.
Yeah.
So Bryson's hitting the ball before Woodland's even at the top of his backswing.
Yes.
That's
Well-
how
well
different it is. Well before.
Well before.
Wow, what a
Go
difference.
ahead.
All right, so I'm just gonna swing my swing. We're gonna see where this goes.
Jeez. So what does he have to do? Just pause his backswing?
So he's a much more slower, deliberate backswing with a little bit of a pause and then a go.
Yeah, kind of. He might go a little quicker right here for like a second, for like not a second, but like 2 milliseconds.
Yeah.
And then, but his downswing is just as fast as most other players
Let's
out
see.
there.
That was
He
nice.
doesn't have that slow, long.
There you go.
Yeah. It's a very deliberate, slow backward.
But some coaches may want to have a much more pronounced change. And you can see that if you just did that for a couple of days,
Yeah.
you'd be proficient in swinging at that speed. It would
No doubt.
completely change your timing.
And I also can't think of anything else that I could use that would give me that feedback.
Right.
Like the beat, like you could just set 2 beats like a metronome,
have
but
that,
that
four
doesn't.
tempo.
Right, but that's not the
can
same as
cheat.
a ball being there.
You
Right.
cheat. You just
and,
end up doing what you want.
and it happens so fast.
Yeah.
You don't know the exact timing of that beep.
Yeah, and the fact that you can feel
Right.
when you
Feel.
cured it,
So
it's so.
Good luck with
Good
this.
luck with this. I mean, look,
Yeah, man,
I
it's
love
been
to
a
see
fun
some new
ride.
ideas, new innovation.
This thing's taken me on a great ride.
I'm
I
sure,
mean,
man.
it just keeps everything just keeps working out for me. And met you guys. I got some really cool people on board with me on it, and I think this is gonna go places.
Appreciate you
Yeah.
coming in, man.
Thanks.